Hi, welcome to another episode of This Is Anything Goes. Today is not a DIY day. Alright, I'll be sending the Proton Inspira aka Lancer weight to a shop because it's leaking coolant. Okay, yeah, as you can see the green spot over there is actually leaking from here. Right where the light is shining, so it's leaking from the side here quite badly. You can see my tank is already empty and I just filled it up about 2 days ago. Alright, so on to the shop we shall go. Alright, so guys, I am here at RBM Radiator. So I heard a lot of good reviews on this place, hence I'm here to have the radiator fixed. Alright, so let's see what they can do for my radiator. They'll be removing it and then they will be most likely changing the top cover for the radiator. Alright, it's quite noisy here as well. I'm not sure whether you can even hear me. Alright, so let's have a look. Alright guys, not sure if you can hear me, but alright, I'm at the shop right now and have the radiator removed. So you can see that it's cracked over here, and apparently this is a common problem for this car. So this will need to be changed. Alright. Okay. Alright guys, there you have it. That's how the radiator on the Proton Inspira 2.0 aka Lancer 08 is being serviced. Alright, now let's talk a bit about what happened. So there was a crack in the radiator, and I noticed that there is always a patch of coolant on my car porch wherever I park my car. So it's on the driver side front bumper. Alright, so that was what triggered me to want to have a look at it, and what I found is that the coolant was leaking from the radiator and not from the expansion tank, which is at the same location. Alright, now how long it took. So it took the shop roughly about 2 hours to remove the radiator, plus servicing the radiator, changing the top cover, or in this case the side cover. Alright, and servicing it, and then installing it back, and then put in new coolant and flush it, and bleeding out the air bubbles. It took roughly about 2 hours. Okay, let's talk about cost. So parts inclusive of labor cost about 325 ringgit to get this done at the shop, which is about 80 plus US dollars. Alright, so I know some of you will be thinking, why didn't I just get a new radiator? A new radiator costs less than that. Alright, now those radiators that cost less are usually aftermarket radiators of lower quality, either from Taiwan or China. So while it may seem like a good choice to go for, but I do not know how long it will last. Whereas this original radiator lasted me 10 years before the side cover actually cracked, and all we need to do is just change the side cover. So if you probably notice in the video that the radiator fins as well as the inside is in pristine condition. There's no rust, there's no water scales, there's nothing, and water was flowing out of it perfectly. Okay, it's nice and shiny. Even the shop was saying for a 10-year-old radiator this is good. Alright, so that affects my judgment whether to change to a new radiator or to just service the current one. Okay, so on the inside of the radiator, nice and shiny. On the outside, it looks good until the worker actually sprayed some liquid to the fins and blasted it with water. I was shocked. The fins turned silver, and the ground was full of black color liquid, black color water. All the dirt came out of it. I was shocked. I didn't know that it was that dirty. Alright, now one thing the shop did tell me, alright, why the inside of my radiator looks so good is because I've been using coolant all the while. All 10 years of that radiator's life, never once was it ever just filled with water. Unless when I'm flushing it, yes. When I'm flushing it was water, but after I'm done flushing, I put in coolant again. So that was the reason why the insides of the radiator was in pristine condition. Alright. A little tip for you. How often do you need to change the radiator coolant? Some shops will tell you every 40,000 kilometers. Some shops will tell you every 6 months or every 1 year. Some shops will tell you 2 years. Alright, so mine, I can't remember the duration, and I can't remember how long it was before I changed the coolant. But let me tell you, in these 10 years that I own the car, I've only flushed it once. Only once. And that was the video that you guys saw. That was the only time I flushed my coolant. Other times when I'm doing something and coolant leak out, I just top out. That's it. The car was never overheated. The car was never in any temperature problem. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you learned something, and as usual, if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe and hit the bell button. Alright, till next time, see ya.